WB8 VMW. Good morning, Craig. WB8 VMW, good morning, Jim. Hey, the sun is rising. It's beautiful. The moon was in the southern sky and full. It was pretty. When I first got up, had kind of a halo around it, and of course that got taken care of by the sunlight coming from the east, but it has been a gorgeous morning. Temperatures are very nice, and everything is good, and you're doing really good on time. So with that, to all of the pre-netters out there, I wish you a great day. God bless. And, the one thing that we got to keep doing is moving, because movement is medicine. And if we keep moving, then that's a good thing. So this is AA8CT, turning it back to WB8 VMW. Thank you, my friend. And we will do this again tomorrow morning. Be well and have a wonderful day on the porch. Take care. Alrighty, Craig. Yeah, well, I got to keep ahead of the Grim Reaper. He's getting a little slower, but I'm getting a little slower too. But I got to keep going. Alrighty, well, we'll go down to Randy. I don't like the noise or the news coming about the daughter. So fill us in, Randy. Anything serious or just a little bump in the road? KD8, CFH, WB8, VMW.
KD8, ZSH. Good morning, Jim. Morning, everybody. We're hoping it's a bump on the road, but we kind of expected a problem to occur, and she had the doctor's appointment scheduled, so we were kind of hoping that she'd get to the doctor's before anything happened. Went there yesterday. The dosage of her medication was increased temporary to help her get through this time. And so far it's not doing what we had hoped. She gets up at night, wakes us up. We're dealing with the situation. Right now, we made sure she went back to bed, and hopefully she's sleeping. Said her back is not hurting her like it was, so that's good. That's good news. So if you would pray for her. Her name is Kathy. It's just one of those things that we have to deal with. So I talked to Janet, and she's wore out. I mean, she needs prayer too. So hope everybody has a great rest of the week and a great weekend coming up. With the Lord's help, we'll get through this. It'll all work out the way it's supposed to. So you guys have a good one. Be safe out there. Back to you, Jim.
Alrighty, Randy. Well, yeah, you know that Kathy has got our thoughts and prayers that she gets up and maybe one of these days she'll get up there and compete with the dogs, and Darla will give her a treat of her own, along with the treats for the dogs. Alrighty, Randy, you take care and you stay strong, because you got to be the head of the family. Be strong so that they can lean on you. Alrighty, well, now we'll go over to the critter control and see if Tom's got any good news about the critters and the team. KA8MNT. WB8 VMW. Is the water all out of the dugout and everything, Tom? Everything ready to go for a weekend ball playing?
WB8 VMW. This is KA8MNT. Good morning, Jim, and everybody else that's here. Well, let me see here. We were picked up a new player yesterday, late yesterday afternoon. It's Charlie Woodchuck, and he's a great pitcher, and his batting average is about 349, so, or excuse me, 449. So we're looking forward to having him on the team and everything. He will probably pitch his first game on Saturday. So we'll see what happens. So that's the news. With that, I'll turn it back over to you, Jim. This is KA8MNT, back to WB8 VMW.
Well, Tom, 449. I'd get in the books and I'd check that out because, that sounds awful good, Now, for a pitcher to be able to bat like that, somebody's fudging the figure. So check that out, Have Rembrandt or Snappy look into that because that sounds like somebody is fudging the figures. But anyway, if he can pitch, well, we'll catch him and keep him as a pitcher. If he can bat, we'll keep him put him someplace else in the field. All righty, Tom. Well, I'm going to go up to Jacksonville, Florida. And let me see, it's Thursday, so they should be both of them walking. And we'll try for the short straw this morning. WAJAX WB8 VMW.
Hey, good morning there, Jim, and to all on the pre-net. You did pick the short straw this morning, W8JAX Portable Pedestrian, along with Miss Wendy. She's coming up behind me here, and another 2 seconds here she'll be able to say hello.
Good morning, Jim. This is K8JAX along with K9LUCY. Prayers for Kathy there and Randy and Janet.
Yeah, our prayers for Randy's family and Bob's family there during this hard time. Well, the weather's not treating us very good here at the moment. It's trying to drizzle on us here on our walk under cloudy skies here in Jacksonville. We got a warm 79 degrees, but the Anhinga bird is fishing in the lake here. He stuck his head up and and anyway, he's trying to get some fish there. So it's really fun to watch those Anhinga birds down here. I never saw them anywhere else. But anyway, statistics for Akron, Ohio. You are going to lose 1 minute, 59 seconds of daylight today. You know what? Let's just go crazy and call it 2 minutes. 2 minutes of daylight you're going to lose today, and that brings up, since the beginning of summer, 44 minutes loss of daylight since the beginning of summer. But look on the bright side. You guys still are getting 47 more minutes of daylight than Florida. There you have the statistics. Jim, back to you, WHJAX, Portable Pedestrian.
All righty, Ron. Well, terrible messages from such good messengers. But that's all right. It won't take long. It'll go through a whole bunch of nasty stuff, and then it'll start going the other way, I don't know, the master plan, he laid it out pretty good. Okay, Rod, Missy, if she ever drops over there, K9LUCY, Wendy, and of course the kids. Stay safe, stay well. All righty, now we'll go down to WB6, BJN, WB8, BMW. Good morning, Mark. And how's Sarah this morning?
morning, Jim. Sarah is doing great. In fact, as soon as I'm done talking to you, I'm going to go for a walk and try to get back before Gary calls me on the list. We like to do that in the morning, so I'm going to do that here. Currently, 30 inches even, 30.00.0 on the barometer, 66.4 degrees, and 66 degrees on the dew point. Beautiful, cooler morning this morning. First morning in weeks that it's been below 70. Humidity, 98%. No lightning in the last, it's been about 3 or 4 days since the last lightning strike. Calm winds, and I believe we have clear skies, going to be 86 degrees today, and lower humidity. But rain is coming, and we'll talk about that later. But I'm going to go for a walk and try to be back in time for my go-around on the main net. Back to you, Jim. And I had a great antenna party yesterday. Got my antennas up and working, and we're happy. Back to you, sir. WB6BJ.
All righty, Mark. Well, good deal on the antennas and good deal on Sarah feeling good. You guys going for a walk. Sounds like you guys are batting 1,000 down there. That's great. All righty. Okay, now we got all that. Well, I'm going to drop in at LJ for a quickie here before I get to Ray and Fred. KB8LJ, WB8 VMW. Good morning, LJ.
WB8 VMW from KB8LJ. Good morning there, everybody. I've been kind of silent for a little while, having some health issues, which may or may not be of considerable consequence. And also I had a bunch of computer problems that I think I finally gotten under control at the expense of a huge amount of hassle. And meanwhile, I'm looking out the window, and there's some sort of goldenish sunshine lighting up the trees, and wondering if we got another day of red sky in the morning. But plenty of sunshine out there and no wind at all. The trees are just simply not wiggling even the teeniest amount, although that seems to be a pretty standard pattern, that around sunrise and shortly thereafter there isn't any wind blowing around. And that makes a certain amount of sense because later in the day, when the heat of the sun's hitting the ground, it's going to stir up the air and going to get some breezes. So, KB8LJ, back to that.
All righty, LJ. Well, the red skies in the morning, sailor take warning. There's a lot of red skies here. All righty, well, now we'll go up to Oklahoma and say good morning to Ray and Fred. K5CFY WB8 BMW. Good morning, Ray. Oh, well, maybe Ray is indisposed right now, but that's all right, because it's time for Mr. Chipper. So, Ray, if you're listening, good morning to you and Fred, and I'm going to get Mr. Chipper in here and let him straighten out this here mess, because Judy just come in and give him a double wave. So, AAACS, custom select in certain circles. WB8 VMW is looking. Well, Mr. Chipper, it is 7, and it's all official, so it's all yours. I'll be sitting and listening and give my final, and then you can make it legal. WBA BMW.
Good morning, Sarah and friends. CQ, this is the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Barometer Net on the W8WKY repeater, 147.39 megahertz, the PL 114.8. If you're not all programmed up, get yourself all programmed up. Come on down and join us. This is Control Net, open to any and all licensed amateurs. Please direct traffic through net control. Emergency and priority traffic is welcome to break into this net at any time. This morning, your net control operator is Alpha 8, Charlie Sierra. The name here is Gary. Jim, stand by just for a second. I have a couple special calls to make, please.
Roger, roger.
K8AGW, this is AA8CS, over. K8AGW, this is AA8CS, over. Last call, K8AGW, this is AA8CS, over. Nothing heard. Rest in peace, North Coast Dan. KD8ZXD, this is AA8CS, over. KD8ZXD, this is AA8CS, over. Last call, KD8ZXD, this is AA8CS, over. Nothing heard. Rest in peace, Bob. We're going to miss you. WB8VMW, this is AA8CS. Over.
All righty, Mr. Chipper. Yeah. He's probably sitting there looking down and he'll say, okay, thanks for all that stuff. Let's get on with the program down there. I want to hear some stuff and things. And as Janet is probably out there in the garden, and hopefully her garden turns out just perfect. Has a little bit of joy in her life now that she lost, I call it his better half, since we don't want to talk bad against him. And we hope that she has, the transition is very easy. It's like empty home syndrome when the kids all leave. Well, losing your spouse is just as bad, if not worse. Alrighty, I will get off the soapbox here and tell everybody to stay safe, stay well, and I'll just get off here and let Mr. Chipper get started. And you got a double wave this morning in the doorway before you came on there, Mr. Chipper. So everybody is good here. Hope everybody out there is the same. WBA BMW. Back to net.
W8WKY.
All right, Jim. Thanks for being here this morning. Thanks for heating up the airways for me. Keeping the ether warm, that's always a good thing. And you tell that lovely bride of yours that I said hello. Keep waving. We'll talk to you again soon. By the way, tomorrow, Fred's going to pick it up for me, which is a real good thing, and I do appreciate him stepping up and taking taking tomorrow. He's going to, I think it's tomorrow. Anyway, it's not going to be me. I think I have that list here someplace, but it'll be somebody. I think it's Fred. I'm pretty sure it's Fred. WB6VMW, we're going to clear with you, Jim. Take care. Have a thoroughly terrific Thursday, and you know why? Because it is. All right. Let's get it let off here by the leader offer, KD8VMM Mobile. Good morning, Brian. What do we have to look forward to out there? And Ray, hopefully you're there with and on deck.
Hey, good morning, Gary. Everybody on the net. Yeah, it's a nice morning out. It's clear skies, real clear. So 53 degrees this morning, a lot cooler, so it feels good. Not much going on here, just going to Medina, do stuff up there and see what happens after that. And that's what I have, so nice tribute there. And yeah, I'll talk to you next week, I guess, if you're not going to be in tomorrow. So have a safe one, and take care. KD8VMM, I'll be clear.
KD8VMM Mobile, this is AAHCF. All right, Brian, thanks for being here. Thanks for being part of the tradition here. Do appreciate that as well. Take care. Have a thoroughly terrific Thursday, and you know why. You got the memo. And, well, yeah, probably not next week either. So I'm going to be out of town for a little bit here, and we got a great crew, including Rod, who we'll talk to in just a second here. We'll pick some of the nets up for me. KD8VMM, we're going to clear with you, Brian. You take care. Again, have a thoroughly terrific Thursday. K5CFY, Kilo 5 Charlie Foxtrot Yankee. Ray, you with me this morning? This is AA8CF.
AHCS, K5CFY. Good morning, Gary. Thanks for the final call there. We definitely going to miss our part of our family that's up there. But anyway, thanks for doing that. Yeah, I got back from the walk and was there in the recliner and listening to the net, and I went to sleep. I woke up with somebody saying, "Good morning, Sarah and friends." So I missed Jim this morning. Anyway, thanks for being there, Gary. Have a great trip, whatever you're doing, and be safe, and we'll look forward to talking to you soon. K5CFY, back to you.
All right, Ray, thank you for being here. Yeah, we're going to miss those guys. Yeah, Dan would always tell me, he says, thanks for keeping me on the deck. And, well, he'll always be on the deck. He will always be on the deck. All right. Ray, thanks for that. Scratch Fred behind his ears for me, and we'll talk to you again real soon. All right, we're going to clear with K5CFY. Let's head down to Jacksonville. K8JAX with W8JAX, and of course K9LUCY. Rod, Windy Rod. Yeah, except for Fridays. Yeah, except for Fridays. Go ahead. This is AA8CS.
Hey, good morning there, Gary, and to all on the Barometer Net. This is W8JAX, portable pedestrian, along with...
Good morning. This is K8JAX, and K9LUCY is with us. And good to hear you calling us. Did want to give our sympathies to Mama Fran and also to Janet, and we will be keeping them in our prayers.
Yeah, I likewise here, Mama Fran. Our prayers are headed your way. I did not know that there was that he had passed. So until you gave the final call there, so that's sad news. And I had known about Bob for a couple days here. So all prayers to their families. And anyway, we had 79 degrees down here in Jacksonville this morning. It's pretty humid. Under cloudy skies, we were getting drizzled on here a little bit, but that has now stopped. And, hey, Gary, I just want to let you know, if you are passing through Jacksonville, on your way to Florida next week, by all means, you look us up. Be super if we could get together for lunch or dinner or breakfast or something like that. So that's about all that's happening down here in Jacksonville. I'll turn it back to the net. Gary, safe travels. WHJAX, portable pedestrian, will be clear.
More AIC is here too.
WHJAX with K8JAX, and of course, we could never forget about Lucy, for sure. Thanks for that, Rod. And I'm not sure if that can happen or not. We do have we are on a special mission, and it's not radio material, but nevertheless, very special mission. If we could work that out, we certainly would. Absolutely. All right, well, let's clear with K8JAX and WHJAX and WB4AIZ. I got you in the log. Stand by. All right, this next round, we're going to take short time and mobiles, not necessarily in that order, but we want to get you in before you have to leave or get destinated. This is AA8CS, and I am listening.
Whiskey 8 Sierra Tango Uniform Stu, Munson, Ohio, Mobile.
This is Kilo Julia 5 Delta India Tango. This is Matthew of Arkadelphia, Arkansas. Good morning.
Kilo Bravo 8 Oscar Tango Kilo, like in New Middletown, in and out, please.
This is Kilo Delta 8 Hotel Alpha Golf KD8 HAG Tim. I'm mobile and I'm in and out.
Kia F8 Fairport Toaster Martin Watford, short time.
Kilo Foxtrot 8 Echo Oscar Golf KF8 EOG Mobile Rockside Road.
WA GXX in and out. Have a great one, Gary.
AA8CS, this is Kilo Delta 8 Sierra Lima Golf KD8 SLG. Nick, back of the short bus, please.
All right, not too shabby. WB4AIZ, we'll put you in this group there. W8STU Mobile, stand by, Stu, we'll get right to you. KE8SFS, KJ5DIT. R. So soon. KB8OTK. Mike, I have you in and out. Thanks for stopping by this morning. KD8HAG Mobile, Tim, I have you in and out as well. Both you guys, thanks for waving a hand. Do appreciate that. KF8EOG Mobile, stand by. We're going to get right to you, sir. And WA8GXX, in and out. Tom, thank you for stopping by. The in and out traffic, we do appreciate that. We really do. Let us know that you guys are doing okay. And, just... in and out is just fine. OTK, HAG, and GXX. Thank you. Last, but certainly not least, KD8 SLG. Good morning, Nick. Let's get our mobiles in here. W8 STU Mobile to take it. Good morning, Stu. How you doing? And EOG, you're on deck.
Good morning, Gary and the rest of the night. Oh, by golly, beautiful morning this morning. 61 degrees at this moment. Auburn Road in Mayfield. Moving right along. Rest in peace to all the folks that have passed. And like my mama used to say. Ain't no brave gonna hold me down. But it's gonna be a beautiful day. It's supposed to be about in the 80s. And driving southbound here in Auburn, I was following a white Dodge Durango. I was several car lengths back, but she was so close to the fella in front of her. I thought the other little small compact car was towing her. That's how close she was. I thought, what in the wrong with her? I mean, she was like 10 feet from the person. That's it. Maybe closer than that. The whole way. She finally turned off on, I think it was Wilson Mills or something. Anyways, I'm almost to work, so I won't hold it. Oh, that beautiful sun right there. With that, I'll say 73, big 8 to the ladies, and until we talk again, God bless everyone. Back to net control. WS to you.
All right, Stu. Yeah, I really like that. A big 88 to the ladies. I love it. All right, Stu, thanks for being here. Have a thoroughly terrific Thursday. We'll talk to you again soon. Clearing with STU. Let's pick up KF8 EOG Mobile. Good morning, Pete. How you doing?
Hey, 8CS. This is KF8 EOG. Morning to everybody on the Barometer Net. 67 degrees, down here by Streetsboro. And heading down there to the Fairlawn Crystal Clinic area. I just wanted to say real quick, one of the reasons I love this net and the people on it and the people on the ham radios is the caring, loving society that it is. I truly got shivers down my spine when you did the last calls, and I was listening to the pre-net and stuff here, and that's what makes it so special, the camaraderie and things like that we have. I've been in this now a little over a year, and it really has made a good change in my life to listen and meet new people. And with that, I just want to say condolences to the families. It's heartbreaking, but it's a good thing. Break for a second. I did have one question. I don't think any of us can answer it, but I wonder what kind of antennas they use up in heaven, or if it's all done telepathically. And do they get a different call sign, or do they stay with their same call signs? So with that question out there to the group, this is KF8 EOG returning to net control, Mr. Shorter. Have a wonderful day, guys. 73s.
All right, Pete. Nicely said, my friend. Nicely said. And, you're right. You're right. We take care of our own, that's for sure. Yep. And thank you for that. Do appreciate it. And as far as your questions, million-foot towers, millions of feet towers, and they keep their calls. Yeah, I'm sure. KF8 EOG Mobile, we're going to clear with you. Let's head to the top. WB4 AIZ. Chuck, good morning. It's been a long time since I've heard from you. How you doing? And SFS, you're on deck.
Yeah, WB4 AIZ. Yeah, it's been a while. I'm getting up about this time. 8 came in and got me ready here to assisted living. And so can't stay long. I'm going over to the Rooster officer. And here I can't think of the call. Anyways, everybody have a wonderful day. And boy, it sure was good to hear Lucy's call put out. I've been wondering about her. And good to hear the whole family. WB4AIZ back to net.
right, Chuck. Thanks for stopping by this morning, and don't be a stranger. I know you have some time limitations on when you can operate and stuff, but when you can, we certainly appreciate having you around. WB4AIZ, we're going to clear with you. Let's see, KE8 SFS is on the docket. Go ahead, Mark. This is AA8CS, and where are we at? KD8 SLG is, I'm sorry, KJ5 DIT is next.
I just stopping by to say hello to everybody and enjoy today. It's supposed to be a nice day. I'm getting ready to go out the door just because I got a bus waiting for me to take me to the thing. You know, Gary, I won a couple games of chess yesterday and lost a couple games of chess and draw a couple games of chess. So I had a pretty fair day yesterday. My car is still broken down and it needs brakes and that. And I'm trying to get in contact with the guy that worked on it the last time. And he's hard to get through. But, and the question for the day, the question that guys asked, I had no idea how many are out there. You know, could be forever. With that, I'll give it back to you. Kia A. Jerpot Coaster.
All right, Mark, yeah. Infinite foot towers. There you go. How's that sound? We're going to clear with SFS. Let's head out to Arkadelphia, KJ5 DIT to take it. This is AA8CS. Good morning, Matt. How you doing? SLG, you're on deck.
Good morning. It is a beautiful morning. It's cloudy. Really seems to be the order of the day for this next week. We got a little bit of rain, not much yesterday. Did get some booms though. So there was some thunder out there. Had to shut down equipment. Got angels up. One of them laying on the floor shaking a pamphlet. The other one's stealing her Nana's chair. And the other one hasn't shown up yet. He's upstairs. And you can hear him wandering around up there, but he hasn't made it down yet. And my sweetheart, oh well, we'll see her when we see her. But y'all have a beautiful day. And I'll see you tomorrow, 7 to 3.
KJ5 DIT, AA8CS. All right, Matt, very good. Good to hear you. Don't let those chillins get the best of you, buddy. Don't let them get the best of you. I know you enjoy them. All right, KJ5 DIT, we're going to clear with you. Let's see what's happening down on the farm. KD8SLG. Good morning, Nick. Good to hear you last night. Sounding chipper as always. KD8SLG to take it. This is AA8CS.
W8WKY.
AA8CS, this is KD8SLG. Good morning, Gary, and all the barometer netizens. Barometer netizens, 58 degrees. Feels pretty cool this morning. I had to put on long sleeves. Feels great. This is great sleeping weather. It's great hearing you last night, Gary. We had a really good time last night on the Beacon Net. Good having you on board. I'm going to miss you the next couple of weeks. I want to thank the guys who jumped in to replace you. I don't know if I'd say that, but they're going to be here in your stead. And looking forward to it. Rod and Phil and Fred all stepped up. Going to take care of business, and we seem to have taken care of the club nets as well. Thanks, Gary. W8L. That's our special call sign for the International Lighthouse and Lightship Weekend, POTA, and America 250th birthday celebration. Josh put a bunch of work into this QSL card and the event itself, so I hope a bunch of people participate. That's August 15th up at Fairport Harbor. K3LR Tour is set up for October 3rd. I'd like to see a few more people sign up for that. It's a really good time. Gary's been there. I've been there. It's worth the trip. One last thing, Gary. I did not know that Mike Tyson was so, he's very anti-religion. He keeps punching people in the face. It's KD8SLG, back to net control. Thanks, Gary. Everyone have a great day.
KD8 SLG. All right, Nick. Thanks for those announcements, by the way. Let me just add to that. I think am I right? August 1st. Yeah, August 1st we have a VE session. So if you're looking for a ticket or if you're looking to upgrade, now's your opportunity. All that information is on our website, w8wky.org. Yeah, w8wky.org, under the Education tab. Also, the other items that Nick mentioned, the International Lighthouse and Lightship Weekend, that's up there as well, along with the Sarah visit to K3LR. Yeah, I've done that trip a couple times, and it's definitely worth the time. They do it's a minor tour of DX engineering. It's nice. It's kind of interesting to see that operation as well. But nevertheless, that is definitely worth the price of admission. And if I understand it correctly, this trip is limited to 15 people. Which, so if you're interested, get on the webpage, get yourself signed up. All right. This next round, let's grab a quick nickel before I time this out. All right, this next round we're going to pencil in KA8MNT, N8WS, and WB6BJN. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Also, when checking in, please give me your name, your call, alphabetically and phonetically if you can. I know that slows things down just a little bit, but certainly makes reception a whole lot easier. The aforementioned are in the log, and I'm looking for others. If you're short time or mobile, let me know, and I'll try to accommodate. This is AA8CS, and I'm listening.
KCA, Fox Queen Victor, RF, the way you guys like to talk about it. So KCFQV.
November 8th, Juliet Kilo Oscar, NHJKO, Joe and Willoughby checking in. Kilo 8, Charlie Whiskey Sierra, K8 CWS, Corbin in Columbus. Good morning.
November Tango,
Kilo Delta 8, Zulu Sierra Hotel, KD8 DSH, Randy in Akron.
Peace on Earth, Christian and Bath.
Please copy Kilo Echo 8 Uniform India Bravo KE8 UIV John Mobile in.
Whiskey Alpha 8 Kilo Oscar Charlie WA8 KOC Fred in Akron.
KE8 VOX is Kilo Echo 8 Victor Oscar X-Ray Scott Vermilion.
November 8th, Whiskey Romeo, N8WWR, Romy Worcester.
All right, nicely done. Here's who I have. KC8FQV, NJ, KN8 JKO, K8CWS in T8D, KD8ZSH, KF6POE. Yeah. I'm sorry. The John and Lori Show. Yeah, there we go. KOC, VOX, and WWR, all in the log. That is awesome. Let's get our mobiles in here. UIB DTP Show. How you guys doing? This is AA8CS. Always a pleasure.
AA8CS from KEA-UIB along with KF8DTP. Good morning, Gary, and everybody on the net.
Good morning, Gary, and everybody on the net. Happy Thursday, everyone.
All right, you guys, it is Thursday, and we are mobiling along here as we're in Jackson right now, headed to Hartville, trying to make that dream happen, you guys. And, let me see. Let me with the sunglasses up here. It is the Ohio shade of gray today with a little bit of sunshine, so, hey, we will take that, you guys, and it ain't quite 60 degrees outside, so that's even better yet. That's a win. That makes for a terrific Thursday. And we got some giggles with it, So when we stopped and got our coffee this morning, it was the $2.99 heavy espresso day. So we kind of grabbed the extra latte. So we're getting extra caffeinated today. So that's how that's going to go, Gary. And we hope you're having a terrific Thursday, too. So with that, this is KE8UIB along with KF8DTP.
We are living that $5 dream, a nickel at a time. 7 threes, y'all.
All right. Got to tell you, the cadence you guys have, only you can do. Only you. It's brilliant. We love it, man. You take care. You guys have a great day. You just make terrific Thursday that much more terrific. You know what I mean? KEA-UIB and KF8DTP, we're going to clear with you. I think that's all the mobiles we have in here, so let's get started. Let's start this off with a heartwarming joke. There we go. KA8MNT to take it. This is AA8CS. And FQV, you're on deck.
AA8CS, this is KA8MNT. Good morning, Gary, and everybody else that is on the net this morning. Let's see. Last time I looked, the temperature outside was 59 degrees with no wind, no rain, and the barometer's at 29.99. Today's high is 83, sunny with a 3% chance of rain. So it's going to be a pretty good day out there. Be a good day to get out and stretch your legs and have a picnic or whatever. Let's see. Yesterday we had lunch at Tim's Tavern for the QCWA Chapter 21, and excuse me. And we had people there we haven't seen in months. So we had a great time. Almost a record attendance. Let's see, what else? I have an announcement. November 1st, mark it on your calendar, is the Maslin Amateur Radio Club Hamfest at the Maps Museum. Tables are on sale and they're going like hotcakes. If you want a table, go to w8np.net and look for the vendor portal, and you'll be able to get your table there. And if you need to have a little bit of personal service, send an email to I forgot his call sign. KG8RRY Yeah, he's on QRZ. I cannot remember what his... I have it marked down, but I can't read my writing. Oh, well. Been one of those days, let me tell you. Let's see what's going on the rest of the day real quick. I've got the gas company coming today to check their meter. So I got to be here for that. And then we're going to dinner with someone else. So I'm going to grab a quick nickel. K8MNT returning, and I'm gonna stop rambling right now. You know, in the near future, AI is gonna tell a woman that she is wrong and to calm down. Well, that, my friends, will be the end of AI. And with that, I'm going to say 7-3s, everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy, keep smiling. This is Kilo Alpha 8, Mike November Tango, turning everything back over to the Academy Award-winning A8CS.
All right, Tom, thank you for that. And thank you for the announcement about the Maslin Ham Fest. That is a fabulous ham fest in a can I even say more fabulous venue? That's an awesome place to have a ham fest, and I've always enjoyed that. More information on w8np.net. W8MN as in Nancy, P as in Pumpernickel. How's that, Christian? W8np.net. Yeah. Go there. Check it out. Great ham fest. You don't want to miss it. All right, we're going to clear with MNT. Let's see what's on Mark's mind. KC8FQV to take it. This is AA8CS and N8JKO. Joe, you're on deck.
C8, Box Queen Victor. Good morning, Gary. Yeah, it was good hearing you last night on the Beacon Net. And, went to the doctor yesterday. The only thing he was concerned about was the blood pressure was a little bit low. And he said, have you been drinking enough water? I know some days I do and some days I don't. And, of course, yesterday I was real busy. Yeah, we did get hot water back after I worked on that, plus hauled 400 pounds of salt down for the softener. But the doctor will go back in February for the annual checkup. And everything else, Warren's got their ham fest the 16th of August. Andy, and how much else here? 59 degrees, I looked at it. So, and I did hear about Dan last night on the food net. So everything else is just moving along slowly. So we'll send it back your way. Yeah, someday when I figure we'll send it back to net now. So KCFQV.
All righty, Mark. Good to hear you this morning. And you know what I love about you is when you say, I'm going to send it back to net, and you actually do. That is glorious. But, Mark, always a pleasure talking to you. You know that. KC8FQV, we're going to clear with you. Let's pick up, I don't think I said anyone. N8JKO, Joe, I think you're next. This is AA8CS and Corbin, CWS, you're on deck.
Good morning, Net Control. Good morning, everybody on the net. This is N8JKO. And yes, by chance, you did give me a warning. You did notify me. We've got 69 degrees and 69% humidity here along the beautiful north coast in Willoughby, Ohio. And wonderful sunlight coming through. So just counting our blessings. Yes, today is the day I take my XYL for her surgery. So let's just say I'm going to be preoccupied for the very best of reasons taking care of her. We'll see how things go and when she'll get discharged. Maybe I'm keeping my fingers crossed for today, but I have a real sneaking suspicion it's going to be tomorrow. So just keeping focused on what I need to. Otherwise, all is well. We are blessed. And before I send it back to Net Control, break for time, I just have to poke a little fun. I'm sorry, forgive me. But for the Ham Fest that's having tables go like hotcakes, are they sponsored by Waffle House? Just asking. So with that, back to Net Control with best wishes to everyone. Please take care. God bless you all. And, of course, 7-3. N8JKO, back to Net Control.
W8WKY, repeater, PL114.8.
All right, Joe. Very good, sir. Yeah, I like that. I bet you could be right, sir. You could be right. And thoughts and prayers going your way. Hope the XYL surgery goes well. Sounds like it might be something, and I'm not prying, but if you're hoping for her to get released today, it's probably something that's relatively routine, although no surgery is routine. We all know that. But anyway, lots of luck and lots of prayers coming your way, Joe. Take care. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being part of the net. We do appreciate that. N8JKO, we're going to clear with you. Let's head down to Columbus Way, K8CWS. You are up, Corbin, and N8WS. Bill, you're on deck.
Good morning, Gary, and the rest of the net. Thanks so much for picking me up this morning. We have 61 degrees down here in Columbus this morning. Very light wind out of the north-northwest at 2. 97% humidity. 30.03 on the barometer, 60-degree dew point, and a high today of 86. It's going to be a little warmer today. And then it seems like as the week wears down, we're going to come back down to earth a little bit. Looks like highs in the high 70s and at 80 by Sunday. We're down to the final countdown. We take possession of the house tomorrow. I don't know if I mentioned it on here, but we were supposed to get possession on August 30th, but the sellers were able to move out early, and which we did not expect to happen, and we get possession tomorrow. So we both took the day off, and we're going to head over there and pick up the keys, and we have like 2 or 3 vendor people come in to take care of various things, locksmiths, cleaning, etc. But it's mostly just going to be a day of lists and errands, and meeting people to come into the house. So, but nonetheless, we're excited. We got a long way to go before we move in, but that's good. We're going to be painting and getting everything squared away with the yard and stuff. So, very exciting. One other thing, let me take a quick break.
W8WKY.
K8CWS returning. On the subject of the special event station for Ohio State's Amateur Radio Club, also known as Whiskey 8 Lima Tango, W8LT, the special event station is not going to be happening in late August as originally thought. It seems that it's probably being pushed back to around October, mostly due to students and timing with students, which, if I may, I kind of thought late August with students returning so soon before wasn't going to be great, but it's not my decision. Thankfully, smarter, heads prevail here, and we are moving back to October. I think we're going to have a much better time of it. So, more to come on that. I know that's been a long time I've been mentioning that, but I did want to just give an update there. So, with that, I'll go ahead and send it back to Net Control. This is K8CWS. Thanks so much again for picking me up, Gary. Have a great day. K8CWS clear.
K8CWS, AA8CS. All right, Corbin, very good. I'm really happy that you guys are getting the house early. I know you guys have been chomping at the bit, and wow, that's just great news. So congratulations on that, and I know what you're going to be doing tomorrow. Have a lot of fun. All right, and my best to your lovely wife there. Yeah, for sure. K8CWS, we're going to clear with you. Let's see what the National Weather Service has for us today. N8WS to take it. This is AA8CS. And NT8D, you're on deck.
AA8CS in the group, N8WS. Good morning, Gary. Good morning, all the net. And thanks for honoring our friends who passed. Dan was a special good friend of mine. Also a member of NORS, did a net on the food net. Dan will be missed, believe me. I'm sure Bob will too. Let me break for time, I'll do my report. Okay. Air quality index this morning was 28. Tropos between a 0 and a 5. My sunrise 6:22. My sunset 8:49. Length of day 14 hours 27 minutes. Solar flux indices at 143. Sunspot number 141. A is 5. K is 0. Geomagnetic field is inactive. We skip predicted. I got 61. 54 degrees, visibility 10 miles. Prediction for today is sunny with a high of 82. West 5 becoming. Okay, let me switch over to spaceweather.com. They have changed the page on spaceweather.com. Bring back the old one, I say. Okay. It's a different kind of page, too. Click on current conditions on the top there first. Chance of magnetic storms. NOAA analysts say the 35. Geomagnetic storm on July 30th and 31st. Response to glancing blows from CMEs. Auroras may be hard to see because of the full moon. And currently there's 9 sunspot groups on the sun. And there's more on that page. Keep scrolling down. You'll see it all. Then switch to today's news. Meteor alert. Dreams at once. Don't be surprised if you see a meteor tonight. Streams of comet debris are intersecting Earth's orbit this week, with a peak of inactivity expected around July 30th and 31st. Excellent picture, stream 1. Yeah, you scroll down, there's a link there for the rest of it. Okay, that's about it for me, Gary. Everybody have a great rest of the week. We'll catch up with you whenever we can. AA8CS in the group, 7-3 everyone, N8WS.
All right, Bill. A little broken up today, which is unusual. Normally, even if you are broken up a little bit, it straightens itself out, but you were on or off. We got about, I'd say, 70% of that, but anyway, check out spaceweather.com. It is great articles, and you can tell that picture, Bill. That is definite low. You can see the stars in the background. So definitely low light conditions there that picture is taken in, and it's really, really fascinating. Actually, you can see the stars bouncing off the surface of the, I guess that's a lake. Anyway, yeah, fascinating. Thanks, Bill. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a regular and part of the Barometer Net tradition. Yeah, there we go. All right, we're going to clear with NAWS. Let's see what's on Dave's line. NTAD. Good morning, Dave. How you doing? Sorry you're going to miss the club meeting coming up, but that's pretty cool. You playing music. That's got to be great. NT8D to take it. This is AA8CS and KD8ZSH. Randy, you're on deck.
Good morning there, Gary. All the netizens, all the listeners. Yeah, I'm going to be bummed missing it, too. I enjoy going to those, and but they want me to play the big band blowout on the 30th, so I'm playing with the Moonlight Serenaders. Outliers might be doing that gig, too. I'm not sure. But we're playing this Sunday at 7 o'clock on Copley Circle, so come on out and see the big band. That's coming up this weekend. Let's see. Renee became officially and legally unmarried yesterday, so we celebrated with some champagne. And I said, unfortunately, I have to work all day, and she has to go up and work all day today, too. So we'll just have to meet back at the house later on. But anyways, hope everybody's having a thoroughly terrific Thursday. Thanks for taking a call there, Gary. Looking forward to seeing you soon, and we'll try to check in the morning. Just want to say, just 73s to our lost friends. Heard the news last night, and it was really quite sad. So I want to say 73s to those guys. Back to you there, Gary. NTAD.
Roger, Roger. No man is an island. Everybody's part of the continent, right? That's what they say, anyway. Dave, I got a kick out of Happy Divorce Day. I did. I laughed out loud as I'm doing now. That was a lot of fun. And again, congratulations on the new gig there. That's fabulous. Really happy for you. I'm happy for you in a couple different areas, that's for sure, my friend. NT8D, we're going to clear with you. Let's see how Randy's doing. I'm really sorry to hear about your daughter, Randy. But you'll hang tough. I know you will. KD8ZSH to take it. This is AA8CS. And, of course, Bob. Of course. Go ahead, Randy. And POE, you're on deck.
KD8ZSH. Good morning, Gary. Good morning, everybody. It's something we just have to deal with, but like I told Jim, with the Lord's help, we'll get through it. Gary, if you could do me a favor, that photo I sent you, been trying to send one to Fred, KOC, but for some reason I can't do it. So, if possible, could you forward a copy of that over to him? My wife's going back over to be with Janet again this morning. Janet definitely needs everybody's prayers. It's starting, sometimes takes a day or two and then it hits you even harder, and she's headed into that time where that's going to happen, and she still has a lot of stuff to go through before the funeral, so and just remember her. And I did not know about Dan. My condolences there too. He always, from what I heard on the radio, he always seemed like a pretty nice guy. So you guys have a good one. Be safe out there. This is KD8ZSH clear, back to net. 73s, everybody.
All right, Randy, no worries. Yeah, I'll get that to Fred, and it's a great picture. I also forwarded that picture to Nick. I'm sure he'll want that for the upcoming club meeting. So, yeah, consider that done. And thoughts and prayers still coming your way, buddy. You guys take care. And really and truly, please tell Janet that we're thinking about her. We really are. KD8 ZSH, we're going to clear with you. Next up, KF6 POE. Good morning, Christian. How you doing, sir? This is AA8CS.
AA8CS, this is Kilo Foxtrot 6. Peace on Earth. Good to hear you, Gary. Dave, no better music for divorce celebration than big band. Gotta say it. Man. And Mark gave some great advice last night, FQV, on the Beacon Net. Watch your back for those truck beds on the bridge freeways. A lot of circumstances going on out there. Keep aware. I like Nick's punch you in the face. Owie. And I agree with Bill. I don't like the space weather layout either. It was much better having it as a spread where you could kind of pick and choose like a big menu as opposed to having to go down all these wormholes. Dan will be missed. He was active in the Parma group when I was living in Parma too. And so, we just get through, and it is a caring community in here. In answer to the question earlier, I like to picture a perfectly powerful and portable HT alongside my harmonious harp. Kilo Foxtrot 6, peace on Earth.
Oh, right, Christian. Yeah. Didn't expect that. Always something. Always a pleasure. Always something. Yeah. All right, Christian. Thanks for being here, buddy. Yeah. All right. We do have some very the of humor exists on this net. The driest of humor. It definitely does. Anyway, thanks for being here, Christian, and you have a thoroughly terrific Thursday. And you know why? Because it is. All right, next up, WA8KOC. Good morning, Fred. I just emailed that picture to you. Hopefully you got it. But if not, let me know. WA8KOC to take it. This is AA8CS and VOX. You're on deck.
Good morning, Gary, and good morning to everybody else on the net. I couldn't be followed up by anybody better than Scotty, VOX. Nice day here. Cool morning. I've been working around the house out in the yard quite a bit lately, and yesterday I got a lot of work done. But, I put table coax staples. They're like a horseshoe form plastic with one side with a nail, and I put those on my coax for my tri-bander going around the bottom of the deck here. I thought I could pull them off and reuse them, and lo and behold, that's not going to happen. So I've got to go get some more of those, and we'll see what happens. But, anyway, I just wanted to drop in and say hello. I don't have the weather or the gas up today yet, but I do want to let everybody know that health is the thing. And for the younger folks, take care of your health. And we're going to sincerely, sorely miss Bob and Pops, both of them. Hard to believe it all happened in the same week. I wish there was a way I could get to Mama Fran and let her know that Roseanne and I will be praying for her and her daughter. I understand her daughter's up here now. Let Randy know, if he's still listening, that we have Kathy and his wife and himself and Janet and her daughter in our prayers. So, not the best of news here this week, but that's okay. Next week's another week. Headed out west of Putin Bay tomorrow to do some perch fishing with my pal. It'll be a great time, and just wish the weather was just a bit cooler, because when you're on the lake, it gets even hotter with the sun reflecting off the water. Take care of yourself, Gary. Have a good rest of your net. Everybody have a thoroughly terrific Thursday, as Gary always says. I'll go ahead and throw it back to you immediately. AA8CS, WA8KOC 73 all.
All right, Fred. Yeah, thanks for being here. I concur with all your sentiments there. I did send a picture to you, by the way, and just let me know if you did not get it for some reason. I did it on my phone, and I just hate doing things on my phone, but anyway. My phone hates me, and I hate it, so we have a mutual hate society going on. Fred, good to hear you this morning, and I do want to thank you for picking up one of my Barometer Nets. I do appreciate that. I know that's a tough thing to do, especially when you're already doing 2 of them during the week, but just know it's much appreciated. Clear with KOC. Let's head up north. KE8VOX. Scott, good morning. I do appreciate you keeping me in the loop there, Scott. That was... and keeping actually everybody in the loop there for a few weeks now. KE8VOX to take it. This is AA8CS and Romy N8WWR. You're on deck.
Good morning, Gary. Good morning, all the listeners. This is KE8VOX. Scott up here on the shores of Lake Erie, Vermilion, Ohio. Well, first off, thoughts and prayers and condolences to all the families that lost loved ones this week. It's a rough week for the amateur radio community, but life does go on. But we're starting out here, I don't know, I don't have no outdoor temperature. I haven't moved my weather station yet to the new place, but it's a little breezy. Pretty nice. Been out on the porch drinking coffee and listening to the radio. Lake temperature's 76.5, and kind of looks like we got about 1.5 footers, 2 footers out there on the lake. Whitecaps, well, there are quite a few of them, but not bad. I don't know about fishing, but I'm sure there'll be people out there. And good luck on your fishing there, Fred, this weekend. You have to let us know how you did. But that's about it, Gary. Still, I'm still moving a little bit. I just got odds and ends to move and whatnot. But today should be the last day. Hopefully, knock on wood, that I'll have to do anything. At least at my place. Still got stuff to do, but it's winding down. But hey, thanks for getting me in. Thanks for doing the net. Thanks for the Silent Key tribute to all the fellas out there. This is KE8VOX, and then back to AA8 Custom Select 73, everyone.
W8WKY.
KE8VOX, AA8CS. All right, Scott. Yeah, it's been a tough week, that's for sure. And thank you for again keeping us in the loop concerning Dan. I met Dan a couple years ago at the North Ham Fest. Fabulous guy. Yeah, we had a great conversation, and he was a regular on the Barometer Net. Regular enough, I would pencil him in. Yeah, it was. Always great. He always asks me, he says, I'm glad you kept me on the deck, Gary. Glad you kept me on the deck. And yes, I did. All right. Anyway, Scott, thanks for being here this morning. Enjoy the new digs, man. Enjoy the new digs. Have a thoroughly terrific Thursday. We'll talk to you again real soon. All right, let's head out to Worcester. N8WWR. Romy, this is AA8CS. And BJN, hopefully you've had enough time for your walk. You are on deck, sir. N8WWR to take it. This is AA8CS.
Thanks for running the net, sir. I appreciate you. That's right. I had a capacity. Thanks for running the net. I appreciate you. This is November 8th, Whiskey down in Worcester. it's funny. In Rocky River and Park, it's pronounced Worcester Road, but the city of Worcester. Anyways, no big deal. It's just interesting how different places stuff different. But, those are the official affiliations between the two, but the same. Anyways, what's on here? YL 9 EPV has been out of town since Monday. Took her to Hopkins, and she went to Denver. And then yesterday evening, she flew from Denver to DFW. There's really no easy way to get from Denver to Cleveland. And so she's at DFW. We live right next to it, literally. So she stopped at the house, going to the office this morning in downtown Dallas. And she'll be back tomorrow in the afternoon. Reset. She's bringing a rental car from Hopkins, and we're leaving the two vehicles here that are here, and packing up the cat and a couple clothes, and are headed back to Texas here on Sunday. And I'm not looking forward to it. I really like it here in Worcester. I really love it here. The month has gone very fast, but I'll be back very quickly because I got an old colleague of mine at the police department I worked at up in Cuyahoga County. He's putting my putting some commercial wired security cameras there. So, DVR here. It's going to be in a locked server rack here in the shack, and I can remotely access it the whole 9 yards. And one of the reasons I reached out to him is because I don't have an attic in this house. In Texas, I put my own cameras out because it was pretty easy. I mean, other than doing the circus hacker on the unfinished attic, don't step through the floor, and being ungodly hot, it was pretty simple. But without having an attic, I was like, I don't know. I'm going to turn it over to the pros, kind of sort of deal. I got a little bit more to talk about. I'm sorry. The Maslin Hamfest. Boy, I got a lot of love for the Maslin Hamfest. Let me reset. I've only attended twice, but so in 1993, or 92, in the fall of 92 there, I went there, and I was unlicensed at the time, and I got my first radio ever, Kenwood TR-2400, handy-talkie, weighed about probably 20 pounds, put out I think a watt and a half, and I got it for $80, and I was ecstatic. I love that thing. I got licensed in like February the next year, but as kids will be. I know the statute of limitations is up. I checked into the Stark County ARES net with somebody's call sign out of Cuyahoga County that I used to listen to on a scanner, and I was taking a class, a novice class with the Canton Amateur Radio Club, and they pulled me in a room and they're like, yeah, we know you, blah 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 blah. And I denied. They didn't track this, they just assumed, they tried to scare me. And I never showed back to the classes, but I tested in as a no-code tech, and I got my code very quickly thereafter. But I did. And a couple years back, I was in town, and I was able to check into the Stark County ARES net, and I made a public apology to them. But as a kid, kids will do juvenile things. But I got that first radio there, and then in like 2007 or 6, I made an appearance there, and I wasn't licensed, but I got a 16-channel Bearcat scanner, which worked perfect for Newburgh Heights because they were dispatched on VHF high, and they had a slew of simplex channels between the various departments that were on that repeater, and the thing had an excellent receive. It knocked the Radio Shack store brand. It was made by Whistler out of the knocked it out of the park. The receive on that unit at $5. $5 I paid for that thing, and I ended up in Summit, Illinois. And one more reset, and I'll let you go. You'll be done with it. I get pretty long-winded, and I don't want to time out repeaters, especially when they're all linked together. Cool deal on the. I got a couple notes here. Cool deal on the guys on the Columbus getting the house early there. It's a lot of fun. My condolences to the Silent Keys. Unfortunately, I don't have any knowledge. I don't know any of them, obviously, but I definitely have condolences. And I hear a lot of people saying that these are good guys. So it's prayers are with them. And that's all I got. I just want to thank you for running that there, and thanks for letting me work the dust out of this radio here in the new shack there a couple times a week and rant and rave. NAWWR, terrific Thursday. NAWWR.
10-8 WWR, this is AA8CS. All right, Romy, thank you for that. Thank you for being here, and we'll do this again. All right, we're going to clear with WWR. Let's head down to Clarksville. Mark, hopefully you're back from your walk, WB6BJN to take it. This is AA8CS. How you doing?
Gary, and hi everyone, WB6BJ. And Gary, I not only had time for my walk, but when I got back, you had so many in front of me, I got most of all of my weather gathered, and I even had time to check into my other net on HF. So I had oodles of time. Thank you, sir. And I want to, just before I continue on, I want to say to everyone who's had some things on, like Randy and Darla, I know they've had some, I think that's who that is, they've had some difficulties in their family, and I just want to say that you're on a huge prayer list here in Tennessee, and prayer for all of those is very, very powerful, and so you're at the top of a huge list here. Anyway, for my Node ID there, currently 30.02.1 on the barometer, and it is rising 68.7 degrees and 68 on the dew point. This was the first morning in weeks that it's gotten down below 70. It was 66.6 for a low this morning, I think, maybe a little lower than that. Humidity 96%. Wind 4, gusting to from 2 to 6 from the northeast. Clear skies, going to be 86 here for a high, and in the 60s for a low. Now, for you guys in Ohio and other places in the Midwest, let me take a break. For those of you who thought the 50s were too cool this morning, actually, it's going to be a treat for you, because when it warms up this afternoon, it's going to be in the upper 70s and low and to mid 80s in places with lower humidity. And I get it. You know, when it cools off like that after a heat spell, it's like, wow, it got kind of chilly. But actually, it's going to be absolutely wonderful today and tomorrow, thanks to Canadian high pressure. Let me take another break.
W8WKY.
High pressure, though, is going to break down, and by all good things must come to an end. By tomorrow night and into Saturday, more showers and thunderstorms from a low pressure area coming out of the Rockies is going to build into the Midwest, the Mid-South that covers us here in Tennessee. And just be glad that you're not in Florida, southern Florida, where the temperatures are going to be in the mid-90s with heat index values of 110. So you couldn't ask for better weather for you guys today and tomorrow. And then things will change a little over the weekend, but it's not going to get real hot even after it goes through, because there'll be some tropiness. All that high pressure area is going to retrograde to the west over California. They can have it out there. And it's going to be a little nicer back here for a while. It'll warm up a little bit next week. Nothing big going on in the tropics, but there will be some showers, thunderstorms to contend with down here in the south as well. Let me take a break. Fausto is no more in the Pacific as far as the tropics go. And let's see, we do have Genevieve, but she is going to start weakening, not going to pose a problem to anybody in the Pacific. And in the Atlantic, nothing right now, nothing at all. But because of El Nino, it could be a historical fall weather-wise and a historical winter, because it's going to be a historical El Nino, one of strength that we've never seen before in recent record keeping. Back to you there, Gary, and I hope everybody has a fabulous Thursday. Back to you, sir.
WB6BJN AA8CS. All right, Mark. Thanks for that report. Record break. I'm not sure what that actually is going to look like, but I guess we will find out. WB6BJN, we're going to clear with you. I'm at the bottom of my list. Let me take a moment and re-identify what this is. And this is the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Barometer Net on the WAWKY repeater located in Doylestown, Ohio. Yeah, we're going to take some more check-ins here. This is Thoroughly Terrific Thursday. If you'd like to join us, come on down. This is AA8CS. I'm your net control operator this morning, and I am listening.
KC1BQS, Paul.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Romeo Zulu, Terry, down at Whiskey Run, West Virginia, KF8ERZ.
Norton.
November 8th, Yankee Mike Yankee, N8YMY.
Papa Mike India.
In and out.
Phil, mobile short time.
Kilo India 5, Oscar Zulu Zulu, KI5OZ Oz, Pegs, Oklahoma. And I heard Phil PMI in there too.
Mobile.
November 8, Bravo, Alpha, Yankee, N8, BAY, Ralph and Stowe.
Kilo KAMRA, Mike in New Franklin, mobile in and out.
All right, not too bad there. I think I got everybody. We'll find out. C1VQS in the log, KF8ERZ. Terry, good morning. N8YMY, K8PMI, mobile standby. Phil, we're going to get right to you. KI5OZZ, the Oz. Good morning, Nancy. K8KCS, Zach in Dalton. N8BAY, Ralph, always a pleasure. And last but certainly not least, K8MRE, mobile. Mike, I have you in the log, and I also have you in and out. Did I miss anybody?
Kilo Foxtrot 8 Golf, Brian and Norton.
Kilo, that was the one. November Bravo. All right, Brian. Not that that was on purpose or anything. Obviously, it would never, ever be on purpose. Okay, let's get our mobile in here. KAPMI, good morning, Phil. And you are going to be turning the barometer net tomorrow morning. Thank you for that. I do appreciate it. And what say you? KAPMI to take it. This is AACS. And KC1VQS, Paul, you're on deck. KC1VQS, Paul, you're on deck.
AA8, yes, this is K8PMI. Sorry for the delay there. I had to let the nodes reset. We had some backfeeding there, but good morning. Starting the morning off late. I'm going to have to get to bed tomorrow, or tonight early, so I can do your show tomorrow for you. But other today, slept, running about 2 hours behind, but it's all good. And just wanted to say good morning, everybody. And like I said, I'll be doing tomorrow, and I got the show on Saturday, so hopefully everybody can check in. So other than that, I'll send it back to you. 73, everybody. This is K8PMI.
Alrighty, Phil. Thanks for stepping up. We do appreciate that. You take care. Have a thoroughly terrific Thursday, and yeah, we'll see you when I get back. K8 PMI. We're going to clear with you. Let's head out to Infield, Maine. Yeah, KC1 VQS to take it. This is AA8CS. Good morning, Paul. How's everything in your world?
Good morning, Gary. Yeah, everything's fine here. We've got a cloudy day. We have a couple of cloudy days here. 67. Not going to get much above 70, unfortunately, but not a lot of rain either. We could use it, I'm sure. But I'm kind of excited. We have Sandra has the next 4 days off, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And we're going to do an ATV trip tomorrow with some friends. It's not a long ride, but we're going to go into the trail we're using as a former rail bed, so it's fairly smooth. And it was taken over by some ATV clubs, and in the winters they use it for snowmobiling. And it goes by a lake that has a lakeshore restaurant with outdoor seating, and so we're going to try to grab lunch there. Doesn't look like the best day, but we kind of turned down an opportunity a week ago when it was sunny and almost in upper 80s, and that just isn't pleasant riding weather. Hot and dusty, so we decided to opt for a little bit cooler weather. So that's what's up this weekend. I probably won't be checking in tomorrow because we'll be off fairly early, but hopefully it will be a good ride and uneventful. And with that, Gary, I'm going to turn it back to you. 7-3, have a great trip. I hear you're headed south, so safe travels to you. And we'll talk when you get back. KC1 VQS, back to you, Gary.
All right, Paul. That sounds like a fabulous ride, and a little lunch along the trail is always fun. That's for sure. Paul, take care. You be safe as well. Have a thoroughly terrific Thursday, and we'll talk to you again next week. We'll see. We'll see how things work out. KC1 VQS. We'll talk to you soon. This is we're going to clear with you. Let's head down to Whiskey Run. KF8 ERZ to take it. Terry Joe KE8 VQX was on a motorcycle ride, and he thinks he went through Whiskey Run. He said there was a lack of signage, maybe, but I don't know. That just piqued my curiosity. KF8 to take it. This is AA8CS, and Brian, KF8G, you're on deck.
AA8CS, this is KF8ERZ. Good morning, Gary, and everybody on the net. I'll start off offering my prayers and condolences to those that have lost loved ones. I really hate to hear about Dan and them. And the Sarah group really feels more like a family than just a group of radio operators, and I'm honored to feel like I'm part of that family. And when a voice is no longer heard or a call sign goes silent, it really affects us all. And I hope that my home in heaven has a antenna on the outside and a radio on the inside, so I can keep in touch with all my ham radio brotherhood. But yeah, definitely offer prayers for the families and everybody in the club. Hate to hear that, but yeah, getting my day started. I had my first cup of coffee already, and that's interesting. He made it down through here. There actually isn't a signage for Whiskey Run. The story is it was always called Whiskey Run, and back in the early 1900s, there was a post office here in Whiskey Run, and it was run by William Finch, was the postmaster. So they named the community Finch after him because of the postal stop. But everyone that's had family like me that's lived here since the start of the community in the 1800s or before, we still refer to as Whiskey Run. And if you look on the map there, actually the creek that runs through here is named Whiskey Runs. That's where it's kind of derived from. But yeah, I'd love to have made a eyeball QSO with him if I'd known he was coming through here. I live along the main road. That's Pike Road, but it's Route 16. It's what it was known as. and I'm on the right coming from St. Mary's. I do have 3 antennas in the air. I got a VHF UHF ground plane, a tram, a Sigma V5/8 11-meter ground plane, and then of course my infed half waves up. So anyway, that kind of gives him an idea of where maybe he's seen my antennas that he can went by. But yeah, hope everyone's having a wonderful Thursday, and have a great rest of the net. Thank you for taking my check-in. Sounds like a great net this morning. That's always good. And once again, like I say, my prayers are with those that lost loved ones and the whole group. So with that, I'll hand it back to Net Control, back to AACS, and say 73s and God bless. This is KF8ERZ.
All right, Terry, so just for clarification, the town's name is Finch, over?
KF8ERZ returning. Yes, it is a community. It used to be like a town. It's more just an unincorporated community now. But yeah, it's the signage. So Finch is the actual. Well, Finch starts about 200 yards down the road from me, and I'm on what they call the Whiskey Run side. But yeah, if you look on the map, Finch is the community, and Whiskey Run is still the name of the stream that runs through here. Back to you, Gary. KF8ERZ.
All right, Terry. Really nice talking to you, and thanks for the sentiments there. That is very much appreciated. Well, the club really and truly, Sarah and friends. Sarah and friends, we are a family. We keep it that way. And if you want to be part of the family, it's real easy. All you got to do is be here. Yeah. Terry, thanks for being here. And we'll talk to you again real soon. Appreciate it. All right, clear with ERZ. Let's see what Brian's up to. KF8G to take it. I'm not sure where, but this is AA8CS. Go ahead, Brian. And N8YMY. John, you're on deck.
I'll see if I can let that reset a little bit. Boy, when you answered back, you had me on the list. It went absolutely berserk. And Gary in an echo chamber. Oh, I don't know about that. Well, I'm just kind of waiting on a friend of mine this morning. The fellow I've been building a Miata with. Well, now we're finishing up his Triumph TR6. We're going to take it up to Put-in Bay in September for the races up there. And afterwards, we bring it home, load up the truck, and head off to Watkins Glen to race the Miata. So that'll be a fun week. But we're trying to button up the TR6 today. He's taking it up here in about an hour, get the carburetor looked at that he had rebuilt. It was kind of leaking a little bit. So the guy said he'd take a quick look at it. Hopefully we can get it settled. So that's kind of my day today. I don't know, I might head over to Mays Valley tonight. We'll see. But I guess I'll just go ahead and give it back to our Darwin Award nominee, barely in net control, AAHCS KF8G.
All right, Brian, you always tell all the secrets. You do. You know I'm never in control, and you have to remind me, don't you? I got to tell you, though, TR6, man, that is, I would be hard-pressed not to buy one if I found the right car. The other one that I would just actually sell the ranch for would be an Austin Healey 3000. Either one, I could go either way. I'm easy. KF8G, we're going to clear with you, Brian. I'm not going back to you, that's for sure. Clearing with KF8G. Let's see what's on John's mind. N8YMY. Keep it clean. This is AA8CS. Good morning, John.
Good morning, Gary. Yeah, we'll keep it clean today. We're doing a late shift today. We're doing a 10 to 10 shift, so we're kind of just hanging out here at the Homestead for a few minutes before we take off. Hey, if KF8ERZ Terry is still out there listening, I got a really cool tidbit for him. My family was down in the area that he lives. My family had land, and I had ancestry down there. And what's really interesting is right where he lives, if he just goes up the road a little ways to Rock Run Drive, there's a road with my last name, Wentz Drive. That was some relatives up that way. And then down just south of him in Pike, the little town of Pike, there's a chapel with my last name, Wentz Chapel, which is on Bonds Creek Drive. So that's kind of cool that he was in there talking about Whiskey Run, because the family property was off of Whiskey Run. The road was actually called Whiskey Run back years ago. So anyhow, hey, I'm going to get out of here. Appreciate you letting me in, and everybody have a great day. It's going to be beautiful out. N8 YMY.
All right, John, N8YMY. Let's see if he's still with us. KF8ERZ. Terry, you still there? Did you hear that transmission? Over.
This is KF8ERZ returning. Yeah, that is fascinating, because that's also my family, the Wentzes. My grandma was Eunice Wentz. That was her maiden name. And my relatives live on Wentz Drive, and the Wentz Chapel down the road is a sister church to our home church, Mount Olivet, and that's where I attend Bible study on Wednesday nights. And when we rotate evening services, we go there. So that's fascinating. I just put his call sign in my notes and going to look him up there and see our connection. So yeah, we might be related. That's amazing. Really small world, Gary. So thanks for letting me come back and comment on that. KF8ERZ.
All right, Terry. Wow, you nailed it. Small world. Wow. That's fascinating. Thanks for that, John. We appreciate the great information, and we'll explore this later. All right, thanks for that, Terry, and thanks for that, John. Let's see, Nancy's up. KI5OZZ, the Oz. How you doing, Nancy? Hope all is well in your world, and Zach, K8KCS, you're on deck.
AA8CS and the rest of the Barometer netizens, good morning from KI5OZZ here in Peggs, Oklahoma. Everything is going well. Had a bit of a commotion in the house last night, so I chose to not include that as third-party traffic on the Beacon Net last night, so there you go. I do miss being able to tune into that, and I might be able to make Wednesdays a thing once school starts after I get back to Indiana, but we will see, which I am going back to Indiana on Sunday, and I may have some extended time off shortly thereafter, but I don't know for sure yet. Things are up in the air with my son. He's not quite done with his AT, his 2 weeks for the National Guard. And then we roll right into getting the grandson back into school for the first time in 3 years. So that's a really big transition for him because his mother had not made him go to school. So there you go. That's what I've been dealing with and continue to. So hopefully if I get a weekend off sometime in the near future, I can make the escape over into Ohio and come and visit you guys now that it looks like the weather's on the downturn from the stupid hot. So I'll let you get back to it before I time it out. Good to hear you and everybody else. KI5OZZ, back to net.
All right, Nancy, it sounds like a whole lot of stuff is going on there. Heading back to Indiana on Sunday, you take care, safe travels, and that would be fabulous if you could come by. I certainly would love to meet you. Never had the eyeball QSO, but I am certainly looking forward to it. KI5OZZ, we're going to clear with you, Nancy. Take care. and have a thoroughly terrific Thursday. Zach, you're up. K8 KCS. What's cooking, sir? And N8 BAY, you're up next. This is AA8CS.
AA8CS and the net. Good morning, everyone. This is K8KCS. We've got 67 degrees and climbing rapidly. It was 60 when I left the house this morning. But beautiful sunny skies here. We've got the bike out at the bike shop getting some new tires. The kids have been asking to go for a bike ride, so figured I'd get mine fixed up, and I think we're going to go hit the bike trail.
KCS, AA8CS. Zach, right after bike trail cut out. I'm not sure if you cut out on purpose or if something happened. I'm going to turn it back to you. K8KCS. This is AA8CS. Over.
K8KCS returning. Yeah, I'm in a rough spot here, so I probably just ran out of string. We'll send it back to the net. K8KCS 73, y'all.
All right, we got all of that. Yeah, thanks for being here. And 73 right back at you, sir. You take care. Make sure you have a thoroughly terrific Thursday, because it is. I didn't know you were mobile, or I would have, obviously, I try to get the mobiles in there first so that you don't run out of string. That's the whole idea. K8 KCS. This is AA8CS. N8BAY, Ralph, you're up. This is AA8CS. What's cooking in stove?
AA8CS, this is N8BAY. Good morning, Gary, and everyone listening. Oh, we've been busy so far. We finished our walk a little bit ago and watered the tomato plants. My wife is in the process of watering the outdoor plants and cleaning the bird bath, and I'm just sitting and watching at the moment. I really don't have very much planned for today. There was nothing else on the calendar, so I think we're just going to have an easy day. Anyway, I hope everyone has a thoroughly terrific Thursday, a great Friday and weekend. AAACS, this is N8BAY, back to net control. 73, all.
All right, sounds like my kind of day. I excel at doing nothing. Yes, I do. N8BAY, Ralph, we're going to clear with you. Take care. Have a thoroughly terrific Thursday, my friend. We'll do this again later. Yeah, I'm at the bottom of the list, bottom of the net, bottom of the hour. We're at the bottom. Wow. And it's been kind of a slow, deliberate net this morning. At this point, we have, what do we got here? 37 check-ins, quality check-ins, I'll say that much. We'll go ahead and make this the last call. If you'd like to join us, we'd love to hear from you. This is AA8CS, and I am listening.
This is Alpha Bravo 8, Alpha Victor, AB8AV Joe, and I'm mobile, and I'm going to be in and out. Good day to all.
Kilo Yankee 4, November Bravo, K4 Scott Memphis. Kilo Yankee 4, November Bravo, KY4NB, Scott Memphis, if I made it in on EchoLink, Gary. Thank you.
Kilo 4, Oscar Golf, K402, Martin Copley.
KD8SLG with a recheck.
All right, not too shabby. We have AB8AV Mobile in and out. Thank you for stopping by, Joe. Always a pleasure, my friend. KY4NB in the log. KE8ZZR in the log. K4OG Mark in the log. Check by KD8SLG. Stand by. Nick will get right to you. Did I miss anybody?
Try to copy KC8 Fox Queen Victor as maybe I got scrambled with the first one.
KB8LJ in and out.
All right, Scrambled Mark and KB8LJ. I have you in and out. Chuck, congratulations. You are check-in number 42, my friend. So good job there. All right, let's get Nick in here. KD8SLG to take it. This is AA8CS. Go ahead with your recheck.
AA8CS is KD8SLG. I just had to comment and make some sort of rhyme out of Whiskey Run. When Hamley becomes family. Godspeed in your travels, Gary. Fine business. Talk to you later. KD8SLG, back to net control.
All right, Nick, thanks for that, and well said. Well said. That is pretty amazing. That is really pretty amazing. I knew that was something special about ERZ. I really did, yeah. Anyway, and not just because he's from the home state. That's not the reason. Well, maybe it's part of the reason. We're going to clear with SLG. Stand by, Mark. We'll wind it up with you. KY4NB. Scott, go ahead. This is AA8CS and ZZR. You're on deck.
AA8CS, KY4NB. Let the Elvis barbecues. Well, thanks, Gary, for pulling me in there off of EchoLink. There's always that little bit of a delay. Sometimes hard to get in, but good to hear everybody this morning. And Whiskey Run, I'm sure there's one of those around here in Tennessee or Georgia or Kentucky or Arkansas or something when they ran liquor in the old days. And I think that's how NASCAR got started, right, with all those wonderful drivers running during Prohibition. All right, that's all I got. It's less hot and less humid here today, so we're thankful. KY4NB, back to net.
W8WKY.
All right, Scott, very good. Well, if there is not a locale called Whiskey Run, we know for sure the whiskey runs through Tennessee. That's for sure. KY4NB, thanks for being here, Scott. We're going to clear with you. Let's see what's up with Harry. KE8ZZR to take it. This is AA8CS and K4OG. You're on deck.
AA8CS. This is KE8ZZR. Good morning, Gary, and everybody else on the net. Just wanted to jump in here and say hello this morning. Sorry to hear about the passing of the Silent Keys. Prayers go out to their families there. And not a whole lot happening here. Getting ready to head out camping next week. We're heading to the Ohio Grand Design Rally over in Mountie, and we'll be at the Evergreen Campground for a week. And yeah, that's about it. So have a safe trip down south, Gary, and I'll talk to you later. This is KE8ZZR.
KE8ZZR, this is AA8CS. All right, Harry, very good. Thanks for being here this morning on this thoroughly terrific Thursday, so make sure you have one, sir. We'll do this again soon. Harry, thank you for the kind words, and yeah, we're going to miss Dan and Bob both, for sure. KE8ZZR, we're going to clear with you. Let's see what's up with the original gangsta. K4OG to take it. This is AA8CS. Good morning, Mark.
AA8CS, K4OG. Good morning, Gary. Now, Gary, I've been enjoying listening to the net all morning. figured I would bring your quality down and your quantity up. So we're in the back of the rear turret of the W8WKY with the 50 cals on lock and firing away. K4OD, back to you, sir.
All right, Mark. Yeah, well, I like the quality up and the quantity down if we have to make a ratio out of it. But nevertheless, it's been a fine net. It's been a fine net. It's been a real mix today. It really has. And I'll hang my hat on it. I will. K4OG, we're going to clear with you, Mark. You take care. Have a thoroughly terrific Thursday. All right, before we turn out, look to the right field bullpen, let's see what KC8FQV has for us. With your recheck, Mark, go ahead. This is AA8CS. Carrie, get ready. You're going to come in and mow him down.
Oh, KCFQV. Yeah, Chris and POE gave me a little faith back in the system. And check-ins and that when he was talking about the thing with the trucks and that I was mentioning last night. You know, the structures, they said $100,000 for them sign structures over. That's like buying our towers. That's the same thing. You're going to say, oh, no, that's not a tower. Yeah, them structures are the same thing. I know there are some hams out there that say, oh, Mark is exactly right. It is a structure, a tower structure, and it does cost us money. But the state said, well, like $100,000 on them that they've gotten knocked down by trucks. You know, then there, of course, Route 8, you know, there was another wreck on there the other day. I was on the Pennsylvania Turnpike coming back one night. We were all night long sitting on the turnpike. No traffic was moving because there was a truck fire. In the morning when we went, when the traffic started moving again, we did see the fire. Or not the fire, but the aftermath. So people are saying that, oh, and it is pointed at one person basically. I mean, ODOT tries to post up everything that they can post. And that, so, you know, I mean, horse buggies drawing carriages, you know, people in collision. There's a lot of bills going through the state now that are going to be, I think, one bill was mentioned here about the, I'm going to reset. Being mentioned about, you know, golf carts, you know, small vehicles, yeah, you could be liable for creating a wreck. You know, share the road, what they're now even having another rule, and want more driver ed stuff done. I've seen driver ed go down the tubes. It's gone down the tubes because it's not taught by in-house, where the teachers know the kids and they can discipline the kids. It's now all outside contractors and they don't know the kids. So they hope the kids take respect the instruction, but what can you do? So I'm going to send it back to Net, KCFQV.
KC8FQV, this is AA8CS. All right, Mark. Thank you for that. I don't know that it's any worse than it was. I don't know. I don't know. And you got that part right. Clear with FQV. Let's look to the right field bullpen and bring in the closer. W8CTM to take it. This is AA8CS. Kerry, you have your choice. 43 or 44, buddy. All you. This is AA8CS.
Good morning, Gary, and good morning to all our check-ins and listeners out there on this thoroughly terrific Thursday. Boy, it's a beautiful morning out there. The sun is bright and the sky is blue. Just starting off maybe to be about a perfect day. It's nice to have these summer days just a little bit cooler, but I think we're going to get up close to 80 today, but it'll still be a beautiful day. Anyway, first off, I want to start out by giving my condolence and thoughts and prayers out to our silent keys there, Bob and Dan. Boy, that's they'll be missed without a doubt. And for sure. And, well, anyway, I hope everybody has a thoroughly terrific Thursday out there, because it is, and the rest of the week goes well for everybody, and everybody has a great weekend out there. And that's about all I have this morning, Gary. It's sad news hearing about Dan and Bob there today, and just sad news. Anyway, that's all I have today. Just everybody enjoy and stay safe, stay healthy, and do a random act of kindness. That's always a good thing to do. So with that, 73 all, and I'll take number 44, Gary. It doesn't really matter. That's a great net today. It was really a good net. Everybody just enjoy. And we'll turn it back to A8CS. Gary, you can take it and close her up, and just everybody have a great day. And 73 all, W8CTM, Gary at Portage Lakes. Turning it back to Gary there, A8CS, to take it.
All right, Gary, very good. I got to tell you, we only had 6 in and out check-ins today. Normally we have a few more than that, and normally when we get into 50s, we have a lot more in and out traffic. That's kind of the way that works. But I'll tell you, having the conversations and learning things like, between John, N8YMY, and Terry, ERZ, that's some really cool stuff. I got to tell you, that's worth the price of admission. And we do appreciate that. Yeah, I pulled up Finch, West Virginia. It's about 2.5 hours from here. That's just a quick little jaunt down there. So anyway, when I talk to Joe next, KE8VQX, I'm going to tell him that he probably went right by it. Just missed it. The signage doesn't say Whiskey Run. I learned that today. At any rate, it's been a great net, and it's been fabulous being the net control operator today. Remember, tomorrow, K8PMI will be turning the dial, so stop back by and say hello to Phil.
W8WKY.
Let me remind you that this net does meet regularly Monday through Saturday, starting at the ungodly hour of 7 a.m., runs about an hour. Be a regular check-in, keep this fabulous net alive. After all, it is the premier drive time net in northeastern Ohio. This is the W8WKY repeater on 147.39 megahertz. The PL is 114.8. If you're not programmed up, get yourself programmed up. Come on down and join us. Have a lot of fun. My name is Gary. The call here is AA8CS. I return this repeater back to standard and regular amateur radio use. 73, everybody. Thanks for being here this morning. Have a thoroughly terrific Thursday, and we'll catch you again down the log. This is AA8CS, and I am clear. 73 all. Don't forget to check out the W8WKY.org website for all the good information about upcoming things happening in ham radio, especially concerning Sarah. AA8CS is clear.
Gary, the reason I said that, I worked KCFG. I worked at school for 30 years. Our whole family got our driver training done from the teachers that we got our other classes from. But once they started going outside contractors, they don't know the kids. And that's why our driver and driver ed is, and why our roads are what they are. And it needs to get back to being done in-house. In-house is where it's done, with teachers that know the kids. And them kids would come down at break time and they would tear the vending machines. We heard banging, and it was like, every day on supervision. Okay, self-QV.
All right, Mark. I don't think the schools do it that way. You don't have access to the school. You got to you just have a company. I think it's required now. I'll be honest with you. I know 99% of the people when I was in high school took driver's training. I never did. It wasn't required then. I didn't take it. I wasn't going to waste my time with it, to be honest with you. I learned how to drive when I was about, 13, on my dad's pickup truck with 3-speed on the column stick shift thingy. Anyway, that's my story. Tearing up vending machines, not cool. Anyway, there was somebody else in there. It might have been Fred. I'm not sure. Mark had you covered. Whoever the other station was, please come back.
It was me. I'm sure that Mark obliterated my signal. Notorious. I just wanted to say thank you. I got the photo through the email. Appreciate that. And you have yourself a safe and enjoyable trip. 7-3, Gary. WA8KOC.
All right, thanks, Fred. Do appreciate that. That's a great picture of Bob, isn't it? That's just a fabulous picture of him. Boy, he will be missed, along with North Coast Dan, for sure. All right, Fred, thank you for the kind words there, and thank you again for stepping up and covering for me. WA8KOC, this is AA8CS. Again, 73 all, I'm clear.
It helps when you have the tone set. Quick comment on the driver's ed situation, or opinion on it. I got licensed in the state of Ohio in '95. I was 16. The high school I went to did not have driver's ed. Cleveland Central Catholic, the budget, cheapest Catholic school in the city of Cleveland, high school that is. I went to a place 117th in Detroit, the Lakewood side, and my driving record would probably be indicative of the fact that the state shut them down. Hi, no, it wasn't their fault. Quite a few of my peers went there for driver's ed, and they didn't give the required amount of classroom. You're supposed to do like 20 hours or 16 hours or something. They would play like one video on a Saturday, and then they would take you out on the road. And most didn't complain about not getting the proper amount of classroom time, but yeah, they weren't very extensive about teaching, except on the road. They played like a William Shatner video, and they had another one I recall. But anyways, good net. Appreciate y'all. Safe travels. I need a beer.